Hello, I'm Matthew from Brighter Blooms and I'm here on our nursery in Preston, Lancashire. So I'm sat among the Xanthodeschia, which is what we're known for growing and displaying at various flower shows across the country, including RHS Chelsea. We've displayed at Chelsea 6 times now, and we've had 5 gold medals for the Xanthodeschia or the Callas. Now, last year would have been our 7th year displaying. This year would have been our 8th if either of those 2 years had happened. But we put together this video to give you a little bit of information on the Xanthodeschia and to give you a bit of an insight into what might happen with our display in the September show. So here I am sat right next to Xanthodeschia Memories, which is one of the only dark leafed varieties of Xanthodeschia. It also has a very dark, pretty much black flower. So no flowers at the moment because we're quite early into the season, but this is the crop of Xanthodeschia or Callas that should have been shown at Chelsea. So we still plan to go if the show is going to happen. These will get sold through our website and various locations around Lancashire. But we can't go this year, and without anything in flower at this time of year, we're going to focus slightly differently on what we're thinking of doing in the September show, which again is a little bit late for us really with the Xanthodeschia. So we're actually going to change our plans slightly and grow and display something completely different from what we've done at Chelsea. So we've looked at displaying something different with the RHS, and actually we have done other displays with salads at some of the smaller flower shows. So Southport Flower Show and Harrogate Flower Show, we've displayed containerised growing veg. I'm actually holding a bowl here of a red lettuce. This is red Batavia, and it's this sort of thing that we're going to be displaying at Chelsea this next year. So we've actually created a very small display for an open weekend we had last weekend. So we thought we'd film it for you to give you a bit of an idea of where we're going to be looking at the September show and what we'll be growing for it. So I've just got this last one here to go in the centre of this display down here. And all of the items will largely be containerised grown to make it easier for those people who don't necessarily have big back gardens. Especially down in London, there's a lot of terrace growing and patio growing, so we're sort of focusing on that side of things at that flower show. And a lot of these are various mixes that are all cut and come again baby leaf salads. So we've got mustards and mizunas and lettuces in various different colours. Now obviously this is quite a small display here, but when we get to Chelsea in the autumn, we're going for a much larger display, and there'll be very different sort of props and stuff on there. So it'll be a case of watching this space and see what we come up with in the September show. So we're really excited about the opportunity to showcase this other side of our business, really, the slightly smaller side, at Chelsea this year. And we want to show off to everyone there what can be done in a small space with containers, and to maximise that space that you have to create an area that has both colour and interest, as well as being useful. It's edible. You can pick and eat any of it, whether it is just growing on its own or mixed into your existing garden. You can create a whole host of things. The great thing about growing containerised salad like this is it's really easy to do. So all you need is a bowl with a bit of compost in. Here we've got some compost just for our compost heap, but any peat-free compost will be absolutely fine. And a packet of seeds. Here we've got green salad bowl, and this is the variety that we're going to grow. So very simple. Fill your bowl to within about a couple of centimetres at the top with compost. One of the things to watch is to sprinkle the seed quite finely. So this looks really dense here, but we haven't started with huge amounts of seed. A packet this sort of size here with just a little bit of seed in will do maybe 2 or 3 sowings in a bowl this size. So very, very gently, finely sow it over the surface. I'm not doing anything particularly special. So there we go, and we've still got half the packet of seeds left there to go out later. Very fine covering of compost over the top, so either just scattering a bit, or I happen to have a sieve, and we just make a nice fine covering, not thick, you know, it's just literally to cover the seed so that it's got moisture on both sides when we water it. And then we need to water it in, so just a quick watering just to wet it up. And then we just put it somewhere. So this time of year, with it being a bit warmer, it could go outside, or in the winter time, if you've got a warm windowsill or a cool greenhouse with the certainly the more tolerant varieties of the cold, they'll create something like this in about 4 to 6 weeks, just depending what the weather's doing. So very simple to do.